A 45-year-old wife had a lengthy argument with her cheating husband after going shopping for Labor Day barbecue and then took his life at their Florida home, not believing him when he said he was going out with friends. The Coral Springs Police Department stated it first learned of the incident when a male juvenile aged 14 was at the scene with his twin brother and called 911 at around 6:32 p.m. on August 31st, Saturday, Labor Day weekend, and stated that his father was injured but still breathing at their Northwest 43rd Street home. Around 5 minutes later, two cops got to the home, started shouting loud verbal commands for the occupants to exit the home, and got the twins out to safety. Quote, officers quickly arrived on the scene. They gave verbal commands inside the residence, at which time two juveniles did exit the residence. Moments later, however, there was a loud bang, the gunshot that authorities alleged to be the one last shot that took 52-year-old Rohan Malcolm's life. After the suspect, the wife, exited the home and was detained, cops found the victim, quote, lying on his back in the bedroom with multiple wounds to his body. The teen who called 911 then told investigators that he was eating Chinese food and listening to music with his headphones on in the bedroom when he suddenly heard 2 or 3 loud bangs, ran out of the room and saw his mother standing in the doorway with a weapon in her hand, and saw that his father had been shot in the shoulder. Cops stated that the boy revealed that he considered his parents estranged and that they slept in separate bedrooms, and that the two frequently argued about his father's involvement with another woman. Police reports indicate that his twin brother was on the couch in the living room when he heard 2 or 3 loud bangs and then ran into the garage as his sibling called the cops, leading minutes later to their safe exit from the home as defendant Malcolm allegedly fired one more shot that took her husband's life. After Denise Malcolm was taken into custody and read her Miranda rights, she allegedly told cops that her husband had been unfaithful for the last 2 years, that the two slept in separate bedrooms and frequently engaged in heated altercations, and that she was at her wit's end with the lies and deceit. The existing tension in the relationship turned violent and with fatal consequences after Labor Day barbecue-related shopping trip, when Rohan Malcolm unexpectedly announced that he was leaving to go to Port St. Lucie with his friends. Denise Malcolm apparently interrupted going elsewhere with friends to mean seeing another woman. After some 45 minutes to an hour of heated argument, the suspect allegedly got a weapon out of the bedroom closet and then went after her husband multiple times as she stood in the doorway of his room. So I'm just going to put this very bluntly. This woman is very stupid and selfish. The reason that she is very stupid and selfish is due to the fact that, again, this is not me condoning her actions, but you're going to do something and you're also going to do this around your kids in the exact same home where these kids have to sit up there and live, where they grew up, where they got all of their memories. That's a very selfish thing to do. And then on top of that, you did it in such a way where the kids can just run up and see everything. Again, this woman was selfish. She did not care at all. She didn't care, of course, about the husband. She especially didn't care about her 2 sons. Like, this is so egregious. It's ridiculous. And I know that some people are like, oh, but what about the husband and what he did? If he didn't do what he did, then none of this what I no. Because she chose to do this. This wife chose to take the life of her husband. Nobody told her to do this. I don't care how emotional she is. At no point in time in the article that I read off did it say that the husband put hands directly on the wife, so therefore she needed to defend herself. That never happened. She literally went into a room after he said that, hey, I'm about to go take a trip with the boys. She was like, oh, I know what that means. You're not leaving today. Matter of fact, this is the last time you'll ever leave. And she went directly to the room, grabbed the weapon that was meant for self-defense of the house, and she took his life. Took his life. Ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing ever. She had all the options in the world to leave. She said that this has been going on for quite some time or some years. She could have been left, but she opted not to because more than likely she was used to the lifestyle. She was used to the money. She didn't want to have to go through the courts and, have to worry about this, that, and the third. Like I said, there were more than likely a lot of other reasons of why it is that she stayed. And I promise you, more than likely, it was money. If she was really that mad that he was out here cheating, she would have been left. She wouldn't have cared about the money. Matter of fact, she would have even left the kids directly with him. She would have left everything and just went. But she didn't want to do that. Because at the end of the day, all of this was about her. It wasn't about anything else. Now, let's just say, right, as which was stated in the article, that for years he was doing that, right? No problem. Again, it doesn't give a justifiable reason to take another person's life. In any point in time in a relationship, you can leave. You don't have to stay there. Nobody's forcing you or coercing you to stay there. But let's just say this one time where he said that he was going to go out with the boys. He was actually going to go do that. So that would mean that she took his life not just because of emotions, but over a theory of what potentially could have been or what she thought was going to happen. Because again, he's not alive right now for, to clear up anything, right? Nor did she try to call any of his friends to see like, hey, were you guys supposed to meet up and, take a vacation, right? Even after this whole event, you didn't hear that she tried to quickly go through his phone and try to call up who not and whoever to see if, is he talking to you? Is it da. None of that. None of that at all. None of the quote unquote snooping and all this other type of stuff that you would normally hear that women would normally do. She just had a thought. She was going off past history and she was like, well, that's the last time that you'll ever do this ever again. Again, this is ridiculous. This is clear-cut ridiculous. And she literally destroyed everybody's lives with her own emotional actions. Nothing about what she did was logical. And I promise you there's going to be some women out here that are going to do the whole thing. Well, women scorn. I bet you men are going to learn and all this other, like some type of gotcha moment and joyful happiness that, this happened. I'm like, dude, again, a lot of people are just weirdos out here. There is nothing positive. There is nothing gleeful about actions like this being taken in any relationship at all. Just because you feel a certain type of way or you want to side with one portion of the party does not make or justify these actions to be right or holy. It doesn't. But yet people are that stupid that they want to find some type of joy or something within things like this. And like I said, at the end of the day, what about the kids? And I know that somebody's going to sit up and say, well, if you're going to say that she's selfish, then, he was selfish for stepping out on her. And he wasn't sitting up there thinking about the kids and yada, 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 yada. Well, let me just put it to you like this. At the end of the day, everything that he did was incredibly wrong, but he was still present and he was still there directly in that household doing the stuff that he was supposed to be doing. Again, I'm not giving a justification for any of the things that he did during that marriage. I'm simply stating that she stayed correct. She had all the ample time to sit up there and leave as a woman. She could have left. She could have got divorce attorneys, lawyers, whatever it is. She could have got family, be like, hey, such and such is sitting up there like cheating on me for the umpteenth time during several years, and I'm packing up stuff and I need y'all to help me move out. She could have did that and took the kids with her. She opted not to do any of those options, which would have made sure that everybody is alive and that no dramatic life-changing actions would have taken place such as this. She would have still had her freedom. She wouldn't be locked up in jail and prison looking stupid in his mugshot like you see her right now. She wouldn't. But yet, this is what she chose to sit up there and do. At no point in time, again, put it like this. The man cheated, fine. But at no point in time was her freedom jeopardized. At no point in time was he going to sit up there and take her life or do all of the things that she literally did. These kids literally don't have no parents. One is dead, the other one is locked up. So their whole home, the whole home is completely broken. It's shattered. It's done. Because let me put it to like this. The mom is in prison, never to be seen ever again. The father is gone, again, never to be seen ever again. And then the home is shattered because this is the last memory of them seeing their two parents together. And then the boys witnessing their father directly on the floor. Because I know there's going to be somebody out there that's going to try to spin this and it just be like, well, it's the man's fault. No. She made her own decision. She is a grown woman at the end of the day. She is a mother at the end of the day. She is a guardian at the end of the day. And nothing that this woman did was justifiable. Nothing that she did was in defense of one's life, the home, or defense of the children. Everything was just about her and her emotions, and that's it. And again, these are all things that she has control over, but she opted not to have control over it. Again, this was a choice that she decided to make. And now she has to live with those consequences forever. And now because of her actions, her kids have to live with those consequences, because now whenever they sit up there, wake up and want to remember their dad, it's be like, yo, he was on the floor and you just saw the remnants. That was it. 3 bangs, dad is on the floor. It's crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.